Dude,
Tell me.
you have a cosmonaut?
A cosmonaut? Yes, I do. Well, how do that's very specific.
No, because I was looking at it today. I was watching.
You're looking at the
one video.
cosmonaut.
Yeah, I was watching one video today. I was like, I think you have it.
I do have a cosmonaut.
Yeah.
There's many versions. I have the latest version.
Is it hard to read the time on it?
Yesterday, I was wearing it yesterday.
Because I was like, I would not be able
Bro,
to read the time.
I was wearing it yesterday, and people were like, "What time is it?" I'm like, I'm in space. I have no idea. But you know why it's done like this, right?
Yeah.
But you know how like the Speedmaster, with all due respect, gets all the praise for being the moon watch. Yes, it went to the moon and all that. They wore it to the moon. The cosmonaut. The reason why it's called the cosmonaut. First of all, it's the first European watch in space, not in the moon. But the reason why it's, to me, I find it really, really sick is because the astronauts, there was one guy specifically, he was like, make these changes on the watch for me to be able to use it in space. So it is designed, like the specs is made for an astronaut. So the bezel is thicker because they wear thick gloves. And he's like, I want a 24-hour dial because there's no day and night. So, sick.
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful watch. It's a beautiful watch.
I was surprised. So when I got it, I went to the Breitling boutique because it was a limited edition. And I was like, excuse me, do you have this one? Wahed cosmonaut, please. And he's like, yeah, you know, it's limited. We had like 2 pieces and it sold out. And then this is what I do in watch shops. So you have to talk your game. It's not like Rolex where you go and it's not. No, you have to go and like show what you're talking about. So yeah, you guys released the I don't even remember the name anymore. The 1959 or 19 something. It was a previous version that was like also made on the classic design. I saw it, I tried it, I almost got it, and then I changed my mind. And then when I came back, it was already gone. I was like, that was lost. So this is it. I feel like this is the one. And he's like, do you really want it? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, look, put your name down. I'll try to get you one. And then after a month, he called me. He's like, yeah, the watch is here. I didn't believe it because it's really hard to get. So and I went, tried it, and I was like, bro, on a serious note, you don't have to answer this question. But I asked him, why me? Like, why are you giving me this watch? What did I do to deserve you giving me this watch?
God.
And
That's funny.
he was like, I all these people that come to me and they try to buy the watch, and they tell me to put their names. I was like, I can tell from the look on their face, like people are trying to buy it to sell it. You look like you really want the watch, and I'm like,
thank you, good sir.
Sa'at al-Basha. He's Egyptian. Mahmoud. Shout out to Mahmoud.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Sick watch.
Let's get this shit popping.
Yes. Officially episode 2. No doubt this time.
Welcome. Welcome. Before Dawn Podcast, episode 2. For real this time. Episode 2. The second version of episode 2. My name is Abez, and I am here with my favorite rapper in the world.
Hey.
Mr. Abdallah.
Yeah. Mr. New Teeth. I got a tooth implant.
Mr. New Teeth.
Yeah, I got an implant. It's in the back. It's expensive. And then I went for sparring in Muay Thai. And I was listening to your
that going?
I was like, it was sick. You saw the video. I
did.
That was actually, after I put it up, I was like, yo, I don't look like I'm doing so well. It wasn't the best session, but it was nice. I liked it.
Look, I'm not going to lie. You're my boy.
Yeah.
But when I was watching that video, I was like, if we're in a fight, I'm not going to ask Abu to protect me. I'm going to say, let's protect us and let's run.
It's called light sparring. You know what? Actually, after I uploaded it, I was like, yo, I look trash.
Like out of place, yeah.
Yeah. No. All right. The next video, I'll just choose a victim.
You look like the guy who wants to say, let's not fight, yo. Let's be friends.
But that's what light sparring is. All right, that's what I mean. So let me get one of my boys, the guys who I actually spar with all the time, because you can't just pick this guy. I don't usually spar with. If you take someone random and be like, yo, let's spar, and you smack him in the face, it's
no. Obviously, I'm hating.
Yeah.
I'm hating.
So one of my I know. I'm hating too.
100%.
But no, I'll get one of my boys and we're like, yeah, let's push a little bit harder.
Yeah.
And I'll show you how hard I get my ass kicked.
Yeah. You get your inner One Punch Man out.
Yeah. But I was telling this guy, I was like, yo, sparring, I can't put a mouth guard yet because I just got my teeth are different, so my old mouth guard doesn't fit. I was like, look, have fun. 8,000 dirhams. Look, just have fun. But 8,000 dirhams is on the line.
Why 8,000 dirhams on the line?
For like a crown, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so what happened? What happened since we last met? What happened? The game, we actually saw each other the same night of shooting the last podcast. The finals.
The Euro finals.
Yes.
Was that before or after?
That was the very same night. So we recorded in the morning.
Oh yeah, and then we came back.
Yeah, and then we came back to watch
It's not coming.
It's not coming home. No, it did not come home.
Like, see, from the UAE and from India. I mean, I wouldn't say we compete in Asia, but like we do all right. We've made it to the semifinal. I think we made it to the final against Australia once. You are a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, we're not allowed to play.
No, you're allowed to play now.
Oh yeah? Is the ban lifted?
Yeah, they've been playing. They actually, there was a big scandal. A big scandal against Qatar. There was like a disallowed goal or something. No. This is recent.
Okay.
I think it was the World Cup qualifications, the Asian World Cup.
No, of course.
But yes, there was. Anyways, they're playing.
But we actually have a player that's really good. He's rated like 95 on Ultimate Team.
On Ultimate Team.
Yeah, on FIFA Ultimate. That's how I judge.
Okay.
The value of players.
Yeah, fair enough. But no, what I was gonna say is, we're used to just, I mean, I don't. You don't watch India play football, but I watch the UAE play football, and I'm used to them. Like, there's no expectation. It's fine. Can you imagine since like, what is it, 1964?
Something like that they haven't won, yeah?
And every time they're expected to win.
Yeah, man.
That must be, I don't know.
No, I feel bad for all my British...
For my all one English friend.
No, because I...
Actually, wait. There's more. Yeah.
Bruce, all the
are we
boys.
dropping names?
Yeah, boys.
I know they're boys.
Guys, sorry it didn't come home, but you knew better. It was never going to come.
That's why you guys don't live in England. It's okay.
Because you have given up on your nation.
Yeah.
No, it's going to come home one day. Like that commentator said, this is the best British team of all time.
That was like the ultimate delusion I've ever... Like, we're basically watching the pre-game analysis. And the guy in the corner, there's obvious... Now you understand why he was in the corner. Because he's like, guys... do you believe that if they win this, they're the greatest generation of all the English teams? And everyone else is just
everyone's just quiet. They're like, what? No, no, relax.
What is wrong with you?
we know we're delusional, but not on national television.
They are in general. Anyways, good match. Spain.
Yeah.
They haven't lost a single game.
Spain did not lose single game. I know. Although I didn't think the final was that good. My favorite game is still the Spain and France. Really? Was that Spain and France? The semifinal.
No. Yeah. But
yes, it was where France got taken out.
Yeah. Was it your favorite because France got taken out, or was it your favorite because it wasn't a better game?
No, come on, I wouldn't do that to you.
It wasn't a better game.
Number two, I think it was a better game because that goal first of all.
Oh yeah.
Really hyped me up.
I'm still like in shambles when you said this. If only you saw what I was doing at 16, and then it took you 2 seconds to text again saying, "If only he sees what I'm doing at 30."
Yeah, this is what I'm doing at 30. While he's out here scoring, we're speaking about what's his name, Yamal. Yeah, Yamal. Yeah.
Anyways,
so that happened.
Yeah, actually, no. The other thing is Korea. Did you see like post game, all the carnivals and all the festivals they were doing, like the world tour, and apparently they made a song.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Korea, you know Korea?
Who the?
Korea, he's the left back of Spain. He's the right back of or left back, I don't remember, of Chelsea. The guy with the big curly hair.
Yes.
Spanish guy.
Yes.
And apparently they made a song. So the only thing the English are good at is making songs.
Right.
Spanish, I didn't know
that is so offensive, but okay.
In football.
Okay.
In football. They're good at making songs.
Even
like chants.
Worse.
Hey man, the stats speak
so they're good at chanting?
The stats speak for themselves.
All they're good at is chanting?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. It's great. But
but they get drunk and they get into fights.
But that's why they're good at chanting.
Okay, so the chant get hyped up and get into fights.
The Spanish, not at all. Because they made a song for Korea. Because someone was talking shit about him. I don't remember who it was. One of the retired English commentators.
Of course.
And they're like, oh yeah, he's not gonna be able to stand Mbappe and these guys. And they won, right?
Yeah.
And they made a song, and it's literally, I was like, oh, let's hear what this is about. And he's sitting there, and he's like, and in Korea, He eats paella. I was like,
Oh,
seriously,
man.
seriously, this is what you can come up with. He drinks estrella. It's like a Spanish beer, and that's
Okay.
it. That's the song.
No. Y'all should like stick to winning championships and all.
For real.
Don't get into music.
Don't get into music.
Don't
You
even
just shout
try.
on the entire
Yeah,
Spanish.
just like all of you, don't try and get into music. It's okay.
Congratulations for
Congrats,
winning
yeah.
the Euros. Moving on.
So yeah,
Segue.
that's happened.
Mm.
Speaking of not getting into things,
Okay.
Schoolboy Q.
Yes. Yo, that was legit.
He was left out. The boy
So
said nah.
I looked at.
He was like, no.
I looked into it a little bit. I didn't want to venture deep. I didn't want to go into Twitter after dark. But apparently the venue he was supposed to play in, the one we don't speak of, was the ambassador and helped design the place. But that's as far as it goes in terms of like the connection they're trying to build. And no one is saying anything, but
Right.
yeah. But by the way, the level of commitment that Schoolboy Q has to his cause, the way he tweets, his etches are always in caps,
Oh yeah.
is
Yeah,
unbelievable.
that's always been the case.
You know the story behind that, right?
I do not know the story behind that.
So it's basically
Actually, I
it's a
think I
Crips
might.
gang. It's a specific LA Crips gang that Hoovers. They call it Hoovers. So it's an etch. So they basically capitalize every etch
Got it.
when they type.
Got
This guy's so basically he's trying to do a show in Toronto and he's getting canceled. And when he's threatening on Twitter, I think he's serious. he's like I'm a soccer dad now, but you don't know me.
Yeah. No, man, that was unbelievable.
Mm.
I was baffled. The police wouldn't. They canceled the show, and apparently without any reasoning. Yeah, so no reasoning has been announced.
We know the reason.
We know what it is, but they're not even trying to cover it up. They're just like, yeah, not too bad. You're not doing this. And Schoolboy is like, but I sold out.
Screw it. I mean, is he getting his money?
I don't know about that, man. I don't know how these contracts work, but there might be like an upfront payment and then clauses that null and void the contract in case they're defaulters. Which I don't know. I don't know what happened, but that was insane. And then also, first of all, we've heard stories about he who shall not be named
Yes.
being very petty.
What do you mean? We've heard, we've seen, we've experienced.
We've experienced. I feel like he's been petty to me at some point. I don't know.
I mean, he even says it himself. He's like the petty lord.
Anyway, but I didn't expect it to go this far.
Look,
but
let
then
him
again,
be the king in his own castle. Khalas. It's fine.
yeah. I think canceling the show was one thing, but then that post that he did, I don't know if you saw it. He posted this picture of himself wearing the Free Yayo shirt. Remember the Free Yayo shirt that Eminem wore?
Yeah.
So he wore that shirt, I believe, like black trousers or whatever, and then blue flip flops, or they looked like carpets actually.
Okay.
On his feet.
Yeah.
And that someone posted about this as well. Someone tweeted that this is why the community and the culture really despises this man, because he takes it too far, and in ways where he's clearly toying with the culture. He's clearly playing things. For example, that Free Yayo shirt, that is a moment in hip hop history. But the reason why he's wearing it is because of what Yayo said about people not getting let in to go perform at shows, And then him wearing the blue things is, I think, a reference to Blue Lips, which is Schoolboy Q's last album. Because
really,
no, but look, I know it sounds like a stretch.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This is what people keep saying over and over. He's very good at it because he makes you feel like, oh, it's a stretch. Come on.
Yeah.
These guys
It's
are
always
thinking too deep.
it's always subliminal. I'm not doing anything. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I feel like ever since, I don't know if you saw the other picture as well that he posted on Instagram of him on a couch laying down and saying something about it's lonely at the top, and he's wearing a shirt that says the rap game is a joke. I feel like it's things like that allow people to come and have a say at your persona and have all these things to say about your personality is because you clearly take the entire culture as a joke.
Yeah.
You've been ripping music off. You've been stealing, full on stealing melodies, verses, lyrics, lines, whatever it may be. Changing the whole thing when it comes to the ghostwriters and trying to justify that in one way or another. And then toying with like iconic moments, whether it's the yayo thing or whatever it is. I feel like these are things that he's been doing in the past.
Yeah.
It's just that now people kind of have awareness about it.
Yeah.
And you see it and you're like, whoa. And there is one more thing I want to say, which is situations like this make it so difficult for you as a consumer to differentiate between the man and the art, or the artist and the art.
Yeah.
I said this in the last podcast where I was just kidding and I was like, oh, thanks for tuning in, you guys, whatever. And then I was like, welcome to the podcast where we make it more difficult for you
the man from the music.
And the reason why I said that is because I know you should have that separation, but us as artists, before Dawn, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, I'm going to keep saying Deezer from now on. But I know us as artists, when we open our lives to doing something like this, it makes it more difficult for you to separate the art from the artist, right? Even though you should, I feel like when the man himself has traits, like that, that's when it's like, man, now you're making it extremely difficult for me to separate.
I mean, all this is already summed up in one song, anyways. So
it is, but I'm starting to realize more and more, and I think maybe it hits me a lot also because at one point I've actually gone on record to say that he was in my top 5.
Yeah, I know.
I've said this because to me, as a maybe
statistically wise,
although
numbers, because that's what something you bring up all the time. You say, it's the numbers. It's the numbers.
I know. Although when we were having that conversation, when I said he's in my top 5, to clarify, I didn't mean like as a lyricist specifically, but I would say as hip because we listen to different genres and all.
Yeah.
In hip hop, like my top 5 hip hop acts, Drake was bold, underline, italic, was in my top 5. And now it's really upsetting to me because I know the music still stands. The music I still have all the love for.
Yeah.
But when the character starts to show so many of his traits and flaws where you're like, I can't, you're forcing me to not have you in my top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's kind of sad.
It is what it is.
It's kind of sad. And by the way, another thing. Speaking of top 5.
Yes.
Another artist that was in my top 5.
Oof. Why are you dropping so many people?
Man, I think the beef that happened was literally like an iconic moment.
Yeah, it was.
In rap history.
I mean, we're still talking about it. Anyways,
we're still talking about it. And I feel like we're going to keep talking about it.
Who got dropped?
Cole is not in my top 5.
Cole
was in my top 5. And people who know me personally, I know our boys are usually listening to.
So who's taking their spots? That's how they.
I was just going to come to that. But you and the guys, all my friends, they know like I'm die-hard J. Cole fan since 2008, I think, or 9, whatever it was. I can't take it.
I mean, comparing to what went down with the unfolding of Drake.
Yeah.
Comparing to that, like, how many points does Cole lose in his...
it's not... I think...
For him to drop
I see what you're trying to say. I see what you're trying to say.
Like, it was... And anyways, we were joking about it. After Kendrick went Kung Fu Kenny, like, completely, we were joking about it, saying Cole did the right thing.
Yes, but joking.
Yeah.
Like, for me, what's playing with my head, man, is the fact that I'm really struggling, and I don't want to, but I'm really struggling with separating the art from the artist.
Yeah.
And because of this whole thing of him saying, come at me, whoever wants, and I'll wash your favorite rapper and this and that, and then backing out, to me was...
But at the same time, don't you think that is who Cole is? Yes, his last album was like, come at me, you and you, guns blazing.
Last 2 albums and last 15 singles.
But at the same time, he's always shown you who he is. He's the guy who's paying college tuition to students, to his fans. He's the one cycling in the streets and being like, "Yo, what's up? I'm friends with everybody." He's the guy who's like been spreading messages like "love yours" and all that. So when he started getting into the ego game, and then he got in the ego game, and then his name got dropped, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, you want to throw chest? We can do that." And then he's like, "Wait, no, I'm cool."
No. I'm not gonna let you do that. You're
Why?
defending because
I am.
You're defending because I'll say this
because you can't put Drake and Cole the same
but that's not what I'm
conversation comparing because you dropped both of them.
I dropped both, but of course Drake for very different reasons and Cole for very different reasons.
All
what
right.
I'm trying to say is,
all right,
look, Cole. You say that, oh, he's been the guy who I'll pay for your tuition fees and this and that.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me that those angelic, like decent acts are equal to him backing out of the beef. But they're not. This should not be a reference. Yes, he does good things for the community around him. And he's always said, I'm a man of the people, not above, but equal. Right? He said this. Okay. What does this have to do with you backing out from the beef? No, that is you saying that I do not stand on my word. That's all it is.
I think, all right. Fine. You know what? Fine. Case closed. Fine. Because I don't want to make this whole discussion about Cole.
No, do it.
I'm not like, I'm not saying I'm a Cole stan and I'm gonna, because I agree with you to an extent. I just feel like you're overreacting a little bit with Cole. In the textbooks and laws in hip hop, he broke the rule by talking his shit and then backing out when it mattered.
Okay.
But I don't think it justifies this much, like him being beheaded.
Okay, then you're not seeing the value in his words then. You do not understand that when he says things like, or not him, any rapper says things like, I am the best. I feel like Muhammad Ali. I feel like the best.
Yeah, but everybody, like, that's part of the hip hop game. You
have
to say
feel it, but then don't say it. Why?
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna say it, then prove it, or else don't be talking shit and coming out and be like, "Oh no, I was just playing, boys. It was all just jokes." Oh no,
because the guy who stepped up is someone you have to be like.
Exactly. So now we come back to my main point.
All right, but what if it was the other way around?
Wait, before we come to that.
Okay, fine.
My main point is, I'm just upset that as a consumer, I am forced to merge the art and the artist.
Okay.
Because you've shown me a trait of yours that is so unacceptable in the grand scheme of things, in hip hop as a community that you're into, that I can no longer respect your art because I kind of lost respect for you. In that sense, in that whole battle scenes, I still think you're great at making music. I love whenever you drop, of course, I'm going to be all ears. I'm going to be listening to it. But that kind of talk, for me, doesn't sit right. I can't listen to that talk anymore.
So who took their place? In top 5.
Smoking on top 5.
Yeah.
Bro, my top 5 is, as you know,
no, just
Eminem,
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z, Eminem. One of them too.
Yeah.
Like 1 and 2.
I want to know who got subbed out.
Kung Fu Kenny.
Okay. Wait, but he's always he's been there.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying who is subbed in.
The Boogeyman.
Yeah. Wait, the Boogeyman.
Kung Fu Kenny.
Yeah.
The Boogeyman.
Yeah. Okay, I understand that, but I don't know if everyone understands that.
Okay, Boogeyman is a nickname for Kendrick.
Okay.
Yeah. Boogeyman. Kung Fu Kenny. Boogeyman. K. Dot. No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
Look, I haven't given it that much thought. Like who's in my top 5?
Yeah.
Man.
No, I'm just saying like you just said you took out 2 off your top 5. I'm just saying who's gonna replace them. That's all I'm saying. I'm not asking you for your top 5. I'm just saying who are the 2 guys that are taking their spot.
I miss heavy metal.
Me too.
I miss rock music. I miss Slipknot.
Tonight will be the night. No,
that was your rock music.
Yeah,
that was your rock music.
Yeah, we come from a time of Breaking Benjamin and Disturbed, and by the fuck Disturbed, but turned out to be a traitor. Yeah, Breaking Benjamin, Bullet for My Valentine.
Yes. all kinds of bands, man.
Yeah.
I say that to say like current state of
Hip hop.
hip-hop
It's
is
diminishing.
questionable at best.
I've noticed that we are constantly out of the loop for obvious reasons. The biggest reason is because leave me alone. I don't want to be involved in the trash that is our world at the moment. But it forced me to do, because I need to be. I feel like I need to be involved. I need to know. I need to know what's going on in the streets. So I've done the unthinkable, and I followed World Star again.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to do it. Someone had to do it.
You took one for the team?
I took one for the team, and it's so trash.
Yeah.
It's so trash. I mean, there's some things like the dirt on the whole Schoolboy Q thing. I learned some of the details because of World Star. But other than that, like, what are these people talking about?
Oh man.
So Pink Panthers, you know who she is.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Pink Panthers, so you know who she is.
Yes.
So she came out and she was like, I don't listen to albums anymore. There's no point in listening to albums anymore. This is something what we did mention before, but I was a little bit offended.
No, you shouldn't be, man. You should be proud of the voices of the world.
Man, shut the fuck up.
That are speaking up, guiding the youth of the
Our
nation.
album's really dying because segue.
That's your third segue in 40 seconds.
I'm all over the place. The album that came out and the albums that are coming out. First of all, Childish Gambino. What is it called again?
Bando, Stone, and the New World.
Same.
This one.
Yes. Navar Montaz.
From Rums.
Anyways, yeah. You heard it?
Yes.
And?
I miss heavy metal.
Honestly, I thought it was. I saw someone describe it as gorgeous, and I'm like, you know what? I'm with that. It's a bit all over the place. I'll give you that. He was like, you want Miles Davis? Here. You want Britney Spears? Here. You want Grimes? Here.
No, yeah. I remember when it came out that very morning.
Yeah.
You messaged me saying like, "Yo,
I was vibing.
New Gambino."
Yeah, I was just like,
okay, okay.
I loved it.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It's very conceptual, which is kind of cool. The songs are all over the place in terms of sound, but it feels like he's just flexing. He's like, I can do everything and anything, and I love it.
Yeah, I think. Okay, I'm gonna have to tread lightly over here.
No, it's okay. I'm not gonna start crying because you're gonna try Childish Gambino.
No, you might not, but he might.
Oh.
So as if.
Okay. Take your time.
I think he is good at a lot of things.
Yeah, he's great at a lot. He's great at a lot of things.
I think he's good at a lot of things.
Okay. What are you trying to say?
I don't think he's great at anything. As a dancer, as a singer, as
he's
a
not
rapper.
really a dancer.
Anyway, he dances.
Okay.
As a dancer, as a singer, as an actor, as a writer,
Yeah.
and as a lyricist.
Oh, lyrically it was pretty good. There was one line in specific where he says, "You started a podcast because you can't rap like that," and I paused because I was like, first of all, fuck you. That's not the case.
Yeah.
But then I looked it up, and it was a jab at Joe Budden, because apparently Joe Budden came out and he was like, "Yeah, if it was you against Kendrick, you wouldn't have survived." First of all, why are you even talking about Childish Gambino and Kendrick?
If it was Gambino against Kendrick?
Yeah. But I mean, this was like, the beef and all. And for some reason he brought up, because that's what Joe Budden does. He's just like, you're all under my feet because I made, what's that song he made?
Pump It Up.
So much energy. So pump it up. Yeah, that's the one. And then he's like, yeah, I'm the fucking greatest. Relax.
Yeah.
Relax. But yeah, for some reason he brought up Childish Gambino, and then he got name dropped. Well, not name dropped. He got dissed on. Childish Gambino dissed Joe Budden.
Wow.
That's hilarious. But I felt attacked for a second.
Yeah, because of that whole.
I liked the album. I really liked the album.
I liked it also. I think I liked it. I think it's okay.
Yeah,
it's
and
cool. Good listen.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah.
I know, like, it's it breaks the rules of like, do one thing, bro. Do one thing.
So when I was listening to I was listening to the new Billie Eilish. I don't know when it came
That
out.
was a while now.
Yeah, but I just heard it for the first time.
Yeah.
Don't cancel me.
She doesn't have the same level. I mean, she is in terms of popularity, but she doesn't have the stands, I don't think.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Well, I think
we'll find out after this video.
No, I think she has one in Dubai, and I'm good friends with her.
Okay.
And so are you.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was listening and I was thinking to myself, Phineas?
Yeah, her brother.
The producer.
Yeah.
I've always felt like there's similarities between him and do you know who Ludwig is? Ludwig is the guy who produces for Gambino. He did the soundtrack for Tenet. He did the soundtrack for Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Yeah. I've felt similarities between the two. And it's a very weird comparison in my mind, but the reason why I see them similar is because I think both of them tend to hit or miss for me. Like it's clear hit or miss. There are some producers that in my eyes, don't really miss that bad. I think J. Cole is one of them. I think J. Cole
his mixing is trash.
No, but yeah, it's not him mixing.
Okay.
It's not him mixing.
Sorry, I just had to hate.
You had to. What is it with you and mixing engineers? Like, why do
Go home, stay home.
Oh man. So I think like Cole, for example, has great beats, and then he has okay beats. But with Phineas, I feel like he has amazing composition, production, and then sometimes a complete miss. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, who else is like that? That is like so gifted, but then can sometimes just miss completely. And I thought about Ludwig. This was on Thursday, and then Friday I realized like Gambino's new album's out and Ludwig's produced on it.
It was I think in terms of production, it was sick. I really like the sound. The sounds were. There's a song towards the end where they literally, it's not an actual frog, but there's a frog sound as part of the I think it was meant to be the snare, but there's like it's crazy. That's art.
Can you make that sound again? Okay.
Kif.
There you go.
I like the album. Some people are trashing it. I had fun. It's gonna be my summer track, except Lost and Found by Before Dawn on Spotify, and
that's my summer track, and Deezer. Yes.
But that's not the end though. So you have Childish Gambino that came out. You have Big Sean.
Oh yes, the leaks and the.
I didn't hear any of the leaks. I saw him going live and be like, "Yeah, good music is not gonna leak my shit. Why would they? What the fuck are you talking about?" I didn't listen to any of the leaks. I'm just gonna wait on August 9th to listen to Big Sean. Except
I felt like I was looking at you, but I was listening to Big Sean when you spoke. Yeah.
The thing for me with Big Sean, and it was someone else as well. Oh no, I'm not gonna drop his name. The thing with Big Sean is he has such a unique voice that it's hard to make it sound anything else except that one tone that he does all the fucking time. You know?
Okay.
I mean, it's Big Sean. Great music. So much history. I fucking love it. It's amazing. But then it feels like I'm watching Fast and Furious.
Repetition.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. No, I think
his flow is crazy.
I think I see where you're coming from. I must say though, ever since Toby came out, and I said this on originally the first episode of the podcast, which never came out. I said that in my opinion, Toby by Eminem featuring Big Sean and Babytron, I think that's his name.
Okay.
Is the first time that I listened to an Eminem song where I think M didn't have the best verse.
Yeah.
I think Big Sean had the best verse.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the tone is just give me something different. Do a little something different with your voice.
Yes, I agree. What I'm trying to say is I think he's significantly gotten better in terms of his writing.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. I really
I really like him as right now.
I love him as a lyricist.
Yeah. I think I have to all the time. Maybe not love, but I think I've really liked him as a lyricist.
Yeah.
But I think he's a completely different beast now. I was listening to that freestyle, the one where he was like, I don't need to diss nobody for attention. The one that he's supposedly poking at Kendrick. I think he is getting better as a lyricist, but his attitude shows me that he thinks he's getting too good as a lyricist. And that might be a problem. That might be a problem because if what people are saying is true, and if I'm to form my own opinion when I listen to that freestyle, I see that, yes, he might be poking fun.
Yeah.
And if that's what you're trying to do, look, I'm not going to say he's the untouchable Kendrick and no one should go at him. But I think you need to come better prepared. I think you cannot be at this level of lyricism for 4 months or 5 months, whatever it's been, and then be like, okay, I'm ready. That's my problem that's not my problem, but I think that's what scares me a little bit about Big Sean's attitude.
I mean, this song changed you.
Which song?
Not Like Us.
Really, you think so?
Because you're like, now everything is life or death in hip hop. Like you cannot misstep once.
So for me, the thing is, I've always said this, not literal violence, but I'm one who's in support of confrontation because I think it brings the best out of people.
Yeah.
And it shows you new things about yourself. So go for it. I'm not against you going for it. I'm just saying, be more tactical. There's certain people that you can go at just whatever. And I'm not going to lie, I think Big Sean is actually one of them. Big Sean is a rapper that you can just go at like that without any preparation. He'll give you a hard time, but he's not going to end your career.
Yeah.
But you cannot be going against these people who are known assassins, who have history to prove to you. Yes, I would say these are lyrical assassins, man. These guys have history. They can show you that they have damaged people's well-being.
But he's not, this album, and he's not doing anything that's showing that, like, he's not going against
anyone.
He's just dropping an album.
All just talk in the air. I'm assuming that he was poking at Kendrick. I'm assuming.
Right.
Now, you can form your own. Do you think he was poking at Kendrick? Did you listen to the freestyle?
Yeah. I mean, probably, but then again, it's like the topic of the moment. You have to drop a bar about what's happening now. So it's not necessarily even Eminem in his album, he mentions it indirectly because triple, quadruple entendre and whatnot. But he does mention it too.
Wait, what did Em say?
Don't remember. But he does mention K Dot in one of the songs.
Yeah, I think he was talking about Kendrick's album not having bangers.
No, there's another one. There's another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
there's an actual like direct. You can't fuck with him, but you can't fuck with me, kind of thing.
Got it. Okay. Well,
it's the topic.
It's the topic. You're right again, but my point still stands, which is speak about the topic. But if you're gonna go at it from the point of view of y'all clout chasing.
Yeah, but it's Big Sean though. Like he's not. He is the culture. Big Sean is a big part of. He's from Detroit.
What are you
right?
trying to say?
He's
yes.
from Detroit?
Yes.
Yeah. He's loved. Like he's not gonna come out in a way where he deserves to be brought down. Like what happened with Drake.
Oh no. So you're on a completely different page.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
you
I don't know
think
what
that these are assassins that are gonna do this to you because of your character.
You're using the word assassin a lot.
Okay.
Like it's
yes,
okay.
Because I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm too passionate about this whole game.
About the violence?
No, just about hip hop generally and about MCs. But if you're gonna say that these are people that go at you because of your character, I think we would be very mistaken in assuming that. These are people who will go at you because they want to.
Okay.
You need to grab their attention. If you watch, who was it? Mecca and Math Hoffa and all these guys there, the Barber podcast thing, when you watch that, he said the same thing. And these are battle rappers, man. These are people who the hip hop is so big. There are different subgenres within it
Yeah.
that represent a whole different community and culture and attitude within hip hop. And these are people who are literally at the top of that food chain. They're coming and telling you, if someone like Eminem, someone like Kendrick, these are the people that if you get their attention, that's when they're gonna reply. If they don't reply to you, it means they thought your shit was whack.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, there was no indication that that's the route Big Sean is heading towards. He's dropping
Okay.
an album. He's gonna drop an album. We're gonna see what happens.
No,
But I
but
don't
then
think
you
he's
told me-
poking in anyway. I don't
But
think.
then I asked you and you said probably he is.
Oh yeah, but I said no. I said
That line that he said.
yeah. He's just referring. It's a punchline referring to current events. That's how. Like you need to make a. It's a common trait. Like that's why in Eminem's album he's mentioning things that are going on. That's why he even mentions the Kendrick situation, because you need to drop a punchline about what's happening, what's relevant right now. That's all. I think that's all what it was. Big Sean is sitting at home getting his locks done, spreading cocoa butter. I don't think he's about that life.
I mean this as a compliment. I think you're insensitive.
Insensitive.
Yes, you're not sensitive as a rapper. That's something that I've known about you since earlier on as well. You're not that sensitive as a rapper or insecure as a rapper.
Yeah. But I will trash someone if I have to.
If you have to.
Yeah.
Someone who's insecure will do it because they want to, because they feel attacked. From what I understand, what I'm observing, what I'm listening to, 99.999% of these rappers are sensitive.
Yeah.
So to you, it might be like, oh, he's just poking fun and this is nothing. He's just being goofy about it. But someone who's sensitive plus has that level of pen is going to tell you, all right, go be sensitive over there. Go and play your games over there. Don't be coming out here. Yeah. And this is my problem with Cole as well. Because again, if you look at your point of view, is the same towards Cole as it is with Big Sean. You're saying, oh, they're both just playing. What I'm trying to tell you is people who really think that this is my life and I'm the best at this and no one's going to compete with me, they're sensitive about their art form. They're like, no. You don't play with what I do. You don't play with what I do.
Fair. We see August 9th.
We'll see
August 9th. But you know what? Not to just only speak about the future. You know what else came out on the same day as Childish Gambino?
What?
Denzel Curry. Do you like Denzel Curry?
I think Denzel Curry is dope, but I am ashamed in saying that I do not follow or keep up with Denzel Curry's releases, because every time anything comes on and I listen to him, I'm so impressed.
I know.
And I think he's great. I should go listen to the album. Did you?
Yeah. Not thoroughly. I listened to the whole thing, but I don't think I was paying that much attention. I was paying enough attention where it's wild. Even what's his name? The King of Features makes a feature.
Who is the King of Features?
Who is the King of Features?
Who is the king? Wait, I actually want to answer that. Who do I think is the King of Features?
The King feature of all features.
In R&B, I would say Ty Dolla $ign.
There you go.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, yeah. That really, really sick song. It's maybe
also,
it's a little
I
bit.
don't know if Ty Dolla $ign's R&B, but yeah, sure. Sorry.
Yeah, but I know the King.
Yeah,
Feature
King.
King.
Okay.
But yeah, overall sick. I was thinking the next in line in making like the next wave in hip hop, I would give it to Denzel Curry and GID. I think I think like because the last album was sick, the GID album was sick. This is really, really, really nice as well from Denzel Curry. I think their next project is just gonna be the next benchmark for whatever sound we're heading towards.
Actually, this is a great topic. What do you think? Let's start with Jid.
Yeah.
What do you think Jid can do better that he isn't? Why is Jid not a household name yet?
Because, and he said it himself. He's like, I don't care what people like. I'm writing the way that I like. Like he's a bit too. He's a bit too. I don't know. He restricts himself a lot. I feel like he can open up a bit more with the style of music that he does, because there's a lot of comparisons that people make between him and Kendrick in terms of flow and style, even cadence. But if you want to put those two guys next to each other, feels like JID is much more one directional. So you can see what can come out when you open up and you see it in Kendrick Lamar.
Hey,
I feel like he has. Maybe I don't mean the creativity and all. Like I feel like he has everything to produce insane. I mean, really good music as he does now, but like insane music if he just broadens his horizon.
No, I agree. Obviously I agree because he's saying it himself too.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that he said that. And I think so. I think that actually sums it up.
Yeah.
He could potentially touch different bases, but I think he doesn't care about.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying do what Childish Gambino did and put pop songs in your
Yeah,
album.
and just
No, I mean like
a musical rainbow.
Yeah.
Of everything.
Yeah, but I'm excited every time Jid drops. Legend, love it. Are you crying on your motherfucking B-day? You know that.
I don't know about Legend though. Okay.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. I'm here trying to make statements.
He's on the right path.
Yeah.
He's on the right path.
And there's so much going on, by the way.
Go ahead.
You got The Weeknd.
Oh yes, I'm excited. The
end of the trilogy.
So okay, so I'm a bit confused. I thought the trilogy was.
It was that trilogy, and now this is a new trilogy.
Oh, it's a new trilogy.
No, this is the end. This is the last chapter.
Wait, his last album is Dawn FM, right?
Yeah, and what's
before
the one before that?
Is it After Hours?
Yes.
Right.
After Hours.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
I thought After Hours was the second chapter. Okay. So you're right.
Yeah.
After Hours was the first, and then it was Dawn FM.
Yes.
And
now it's the last one.
And now it's the last one. Super excited. Love The Weeknd.
He's still the highest streaming Spotify artist.
I think he just keeps going back and forth.
Yeah, but he's at 100 million. Kendrick is at 85.
Okay, I'm not too sure about those stats.
Million,
okay.
Which is
that is insane.
Insane.
That is insane. Active monthly listeners, you mean?
Yeah.
No. What an artist, man. Love Weeknd. I love The Weeknd and super excited to see what happens. I hope the album is a bit more. Actually, this is a good segue. I hope the album is a bit more merged with today's sounds as opposed to old 80s, whatever he's been trying to do. In Dawn FM, he really went overboard with it, I think.
He was riding the Michael Jackson wave.
Yeah, but look, in After Hours, I feel like it was very well merged with today's sound. And this is a good segue because I am sick to my stomach. I cannot take it anymore. I need to be toxic. Why is everything all about nostalgia?
Because, people say everything under the sun exists, but the same thing in movies, Gladiator 2, by the way, I don't want to even get into the discussion. Drop that, cancel it. Like, we don't need, don't stain a beautiful movie that was made 20 years ago just to make some money. Enough, leave it alone. Even though the cast is crazy. No, same thing. People love what it was perfected, and people love nostalgia. People love feeling nostalgic.
Okay. I understood from consumer standpoint, but I'm saying as creatives.
Because it's easy.
Why is every single music video using that? Enough with that grainy shot, man, and enough with that. Enough with these fucking trousers that look like they're from 1912.
Is that? Oh yeah, is that what you were?
That's why I was talking about your trousers.
What's wrong with my jeans?
No, I like yours.
First of all, they're jeans.
They're jeans. Okay, whatever. Boxers. I don't give a shit what it is. But the whole. Let's go back and wear things from 1984.
As opposed to what?
Maybe moving forward.
But
let's move forward.
I know, but if you want to talk about fashion specifically, fashion is just, it cycles, right? Things come back, except skinny jeans. Stay the fuck down.
Okay.
That needs to stay in the closet forever. But that's what fashion has always been. There's a few things that come like new from time to time, but that's fashion. When it comes to movies, it's all about rinse and repeat to make money. You milk it, you make sequels, prequels, all that shit. With music, it is moving forward. It's just a blend of everything. When you're talking about the videos, I kind of disagree with you on some things when it comes to video because certain sounds deserve a certain look. That's it. That's my full statement.
So what you're telling me is that because the sound is nostalgic, we need to put nostalgic videos on it.
Yes, not always, but it works.
Okay. What was nostalgic about the Hillbillies track?
Oh, nothing. That wasn't about it being nostalgic. That was more about making it look like it was handheld shot.
That, yes, okay, that's one thing.
That was the look they were going for. Yeah, you're right.
I'm talking about literally, okay, not the framing. I'm talking about the resolution, the
Yeah.
cuts, the edits.
And you know what's crazy? They actually shoot some of the stuff with like 20,000, 30,000 cameras and then just dumb it down.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
Like, guys, and we spoke about Weekend, and that's why I remembered this as well, because
Yeah.
that's my thing with
I can explain.
Donif.
I know, but I can explain it to you.
Okay, go.
It's a vibe. That's what it's a vibe. Literally, that's all what it is because it's just a vibe. You know, people like in photography, for example, people buy these like 20,000, 15,000 dirham cameras, take the most high res pictures, and then go on Lightroom or Photoshop, and they go to the grain
Template,
and then
turn
they're
it on.
just like yes, grain, yes. The reason why you have a 50,000 dirham camera is because it can shoot so high res, and
Yeah.
you're like, no, grain.
Yeah.
Shoot with your Motorola. Then.
Yeah, but then it's a vibe, right?
It's a vibe. That's all what it is. It's a vibe. So, yes, everything is a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's great, but then I don't know what the general direction is for the sound because with Childish Gambino, I guess he doesn't qualify as a like rapper classically. He's all over the place. Denzel is a weird sound. It's like Rage 2.0.
Yeah.
Jid is more hip hop than everyone. Like it's still hip hop, but the sound. Ooh, excuse me. But the sound in general, I don't know. Do you think it's heading in a certain direction?
I've thought about this a bit. I think hip hop is, if you're speaking about hip hop specifically,
Yeah.
I think the direction that it's headed into is more more fusion. It's more mixed with lot more mixed with different
Everything.
genres, and yes, different sounds, different types of vocals, different types of production. More pop. Well, hip hop's been pop for so long now.
Yeah.
So I think it's headed in that direction, which I don't mean to sound like a hater or but look, sound going in that direction, I think is actually good. I think it's good for the industry. I think it's good for the creators. It helps you not be limited, as you were saying earlier, that you don't want to be limited to XYZ sound.
Yeah.
You want to expand, so on and so forth. So that's good. Maybe I don't feel so confident about the core of what hip hop is still being held on to. I don't feel so confident about that. By that I mean lyricism. By that I mean sampling. By that I mean different flows and different patterns that MCs used to toy around with. I feel like that being held on to, is that going to happen in the future? I don't know.
I think so. I mean, there's still a lot of people. You still have Benny the Butcher.
Yes, but yes, I would say Benny the Butcher though is maybe not. Unfortunately, but this isn't even a jab, but maybe Benny the Butcher is not a good indication of where the sound is heading into, because I don't know if Benny the Butcher is an artist that is, maybe that's not even his intention to push the envelope further, to take the sound forward.
But that's the thing. So for you to push the envelope forward, like you say, the sound will have to change. What you're referring to is like we're losing all these elements. Hip hop of that sound, not to say that it's reached its limits, But once you push further than that, then you have to introduce all these different sounds into it. So by nature, it's gonna lose.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with introducing new sounds.
Yeah.
I think what I'm trying to say is more around hold on to the roots. Yes, take the sound forward, but don't forget where you come from. In my mind, ghostwriting should not be acceptable.
Yeah.
Ever in hip hop.
You know, so many people actually casually ask me that all the time.
Saying what?
I understand, like, people don't know. I get offended when I keep it inside. People ask me like, "Oh, so you write everything?"
Yeah, like who wrote your stuff?
Yeah, who do you? So you write everything? And I was like,
yeah. So I think I'm very similar to that. I would take offense to it.
So I am a bit sensitive to certain things.
Yeah, man. I think the direction, like I said, expanding, holding on to the roots. I don't know about that, but I feel like we should. And I hate that it's the same reference that I keep giving over and over again. But I think because there's no one better, is Kendrick. Clearly pushing the sound forward.
Yeah.
But stuck to the roots. You can you can listen to those acapellas and you put it on hit 'em up beat. It's gonna bang.
Like that?
Yeah, it's gonna bang. It's gonna bang.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. But so people like Tyler,
Tyler is another good example.
Yeah. Does he?
I think he really pushes the sound forward.
He does, but I feel like he skewed like a lot from, like you can argue for a case that his music is in some cases it's not hip hop.
Oh, okay.
It's not, what's the term? Urban.
You
know what I mean?
I'd say maybe that one album. I forgot what it's called. Maybe that one album, but
the
last one,
the blonde wig.
Yeah. The Call Me When You Get Lost is hip hop.
Yeah, but it's Common. Like obviously, Common is not gonna start doing some Billie Eilish music.
No, not Common. I said Call Me When You Get Lost.
Call Me When You Get Lost. Okay, I thought you said
no.
Common. Okay.
The last Tyler album, Call Me When You Get Lost.
Yeah.
Is hip hop to the core over and over and over again.
That's true.
So I think he's actually a good example of that. If I think about it now, especially the last album, which is yes, push the sound forward, but deliver on what the essence or what the true element of this genre is.
But do you think that, because a lot of people, so you have hip hop fans, you have electro music fans, you have metal fans, and then in the grand scheme of things, they're minorities.
Correct.
On the grand scheme of things.
I agree.
Because for the general public, the reason why someone like Kendrick or someone like even Cole doesn't get the same, I think, playtime as Kendrick does to the general public, because they don't care if it sounds.
You're right.
If it abides by the rules of hip hop.
You're right.
They want a good sound.
True.
So does it even matter for these people to, unless they're just doing it for themselves? Like if these rules are something you need to follow, principles that you believe in, I feel like people that are pushing the sound in hip hop it further away from the core of it, they're doing it because give the people what they want. Actually, the people don't know what they want. Never mind. I take that back.
I think maybe someone of that nature who consumes music just to be a music fan generally, I think maybe they would be better suited to answer that. I can't relate because I am from that minority where if I'm listening to rock or I'm listening to hip hop, I know what I'm listening to and what I want.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm not the best person to answer that question. I'm looking at it from my lens. Yes, people will say that, oh, we just want like generic stuff like Kid Leroy or whatever. Okay.
Why you gotta trash him so hard? We were talking. We liked him. We liked his last song.
Nah, I love the beat.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry.
Yeah. I love the beat.
Who's the producer again?
This one.
Okay. Yeah.
This one.
I get that. Yeah.
So I think if general music fans, they don't care about it. I agree with you. And if you want to please them, or if you want to make music for them, because if you just want to give people what they want, you want to get your views up or whatever, yeah, okay, sure. But all I'm gonna say is, I make music that electrify them. You make music that pacify them.
To be fair, art in general, not just music, it's not made for the masses. Exactly. Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
It's made for its people.
Yes, exactly. And the thing is, in that, be true to your... This is my belief again. Be true to your art form. Make sure to have the highest level of craftsmanship that you can have. And if it's something electrifying, it will gain traction.
Yeah.
With the right kind of people that will stay loyal to it, so on and so forth. So I think the worst thing that you can do as any type of creator is think all the time about the consumer.
Yeah.
Because I think you said it best. Consumers don't know what they want. Consumers love for you to impress them, but they're not going to come and tell you, I need these type of beats with this many kilohertz and this.
Aslan people know what kilohertz are.
They don't care. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't know and they don't care. Yes. And to be fair, it's not their job. It's your job to know that. As a creator, it's your job to know that. It's your job to do the research and understand, okay, what kind of frequencies do well here? And are these frequencies going to sit right in my track?
But that's no fun, though. Like, that's something me and you, I think we clash on a lot. Where you're like, no, it music-wise, like theory-wise, scientifically, this is what works in terms of BPM with people. No, fuck that. It sounds good. I mean, that's how I see things. And we clash on that pretty often. So I kind of go against that a little bit for making music with a like scientific or statistical view at it. Like, this will work because this usually moves people. Nah, I don't like that.
I think it's a good thing that we have that kind of different view on it, because if you look any type of song, if you were to pick up a track, there needs to be something that is the foundation of the song. There needs to be a foundation that holds the track within its something that is very self-aware. It could be an instrument, it could be a groove. As long as that groove is self-aware and it knows what is its purpose, then on top of that, you can put in things that are all over the place that will modulate, take it to places which will be fun. It's very common, and I would actually recommend even to musicians who are trying to just come up or start working on music, that do that with vocals. With vocals, yes, go with what feels right. You don't need to be on beat. It's okay.
Now I have you on record saying that. So the next time.
No. I'm in agreement. 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, go off. I think.
I'm the king of going off, for sure.
Yes, if that feels right. I think you did it, by the way, and I said it before. On Back and Forth.
Yeah.
New song Back and Forth coming out soon. On Back and Forth, the first couple of lines on the second verse, they're off, but they feel right.
Yeah.
And I'm about that too.
I'm all about that.
But if you're gonna ask me to be about that with the foundation of the song, that's where I say no.
All right, fine.
Because you cannot have two negatives will not attract.
Yeah, but they make a positive.
I'm speaking magnetic terms. You're speaking mathematical terms. Okay. So you can have two negatives. The song won't sound tight. So I say that to say, if you have, look, one of the elements, whether if it's let's say the percussion or vocals, just to give an example, one of them, yes, should hold the song out. I'm of that opinion.
Yeah.
And it's a very informed opinion that I'm trying to develop.
Yeah.
Based on
something you need to be conscious about. That's the thing. It's like everything. It looks like it's magical. Like it's like sorcery. Making music is sorcery. It's not. There are some things that are foundational. You have to abide by the rules and.
I
whack,
hate that.
But yeah,
I hate. I'll tell you why. And usually people like.
But
I'm
it
not
is what it
saying
is.
you. I'm not saying you.
No,
But
but me.
but
for sure.
partially maybe.
Yeah.
But people who say that,
Yeah.
that I don't need to abide by the rules and this and that.
Yeah.
It's obvious. It's like you've never played an instrument in your life. Why? Because
I know. I exactly.
because
Yeah.
if you want to put a song together, you think you're going out the rules. But number one thing, let's acknowledge the fact there have been great musicians before us who have already done that. No matter what you think you're about to do, it's been done, and there's a name for it.
What is it?
There's whatever it is. For example, like
Okay.
When you think, I'm gonna add this note to this chord, that chord has a name.
Yeah,
because it's been done. So
I find that crazy, by the way, because like when I've learned all this stuff, when you're like, the C, the major chords, the minor chords, the C, the B, the D, the flats, the all that, and then once you like look into the next level of like C, B, 7, the 17th minus 1, like what are
7, 9, 11.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So it's been done, and I would say that when you learn that, when you understand what's going on, then it starts to stop. It stops looking like sorcery.
Yeah.
And also one of the reasons why I'm so against that whole view of, it's sorcery, or no, just do what it feels right, because I feel like it takes away credit.
I know, but the magic is nicer.
I know, but you think, that's what I'm trying to say. You think it's talent. You are living the illusion.
So where is the talent in music then?
The talent in music is actually in the direction.
Okay.
The creative direction. That's your talent.
Cook.
No one can have that talent like you. Your creative direction is your creative direction. Once I know where to go, I need to build the vehicle and the road to get there.
Right.
And if you come and say, I'm going to build this vehicle, instead of having 4 tires, it's going to have 12 tires. You can do that, and you might say that it's magic or whatever it is. It's just that it's not efficient, which is why we're doing 4 tires.
Right.
So there was an interview about Ed Sheeran where he said that he's like, you're so talented, you're so good. Go listen to old Citizen songs.
Yeah.
And listen to the new Before Dawn and tell me that that's talent.
Yeah.
No, that's hard work, man.
It's the same thing.
Months and years of effort.
It's the same. I mean, it's the same thing with everything. Like when I'm taking pictures as well, and it's sometimes, it takes me 3 hours to get the right shot. Sometimes it takes me because I see things. I see the road, right, and I take that shot, and then I show someone on the spot, and they're like, "Oh wow, that's." Wow, I'm like, no, there's so many elements that I've learned. Like it's so much practice and work that I put in to be able to see that shot, to line up for that shot, to set up in the camera and me position wise to take that shot.
Yeah.
It doesn't just, happen.
Yeah.
So I that's kind of like, the equivalent of something I've experienced where someone's like, oh, this is voodoo. I'm like, no. Tick.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Maybe the what the shot should be, I would say, is a lot of talent comes into play there. A lot of vision.
But that's what I meant by the road. Like that's the direction.
Yes.
So the picture is the direction. It's the same thing. But at the same time, I do enjoy when people are like, oh my god, it's crazy that you're able to do something like this. Yeah, voodoo.
Having said that, I will say, I'm gonna just completely backpedal. You should do that. Wing it, whatever. Like, have no structure in my mind. Now let's go.
I know, but that winging, but still, that's the thing. There's no such thing as unguided winging.
Exactly.
If you don't know what you're doing and you try to wing it, good luck.
Yes.
Winging it,
but when a professional,
winging it as a professional is that's the sweet spot. I love it.
That's a sweet spot. And if anyone, and I'm saying this, whoever is trying to do that, and if you feel at all not confident in, maybe I'm not informed enough or knowledgeable enough to get to winging, then I will say break it down.
Yeah.
If it's a song, let's say break it down to 6 elements. I have the vocals, the melodies, the harmonies, this, that. Break it down. Start with one. Wing one part of it.
Yeah.
And then keep building.
This is something I actually really enjoy the learning process. of anything, music and photography, the whole deal. It's by doing it, right? That's the thing. Just don't be scared and just give it a go. Like every time I just try to wing something and then go back and then sit down and look at what I've done and realize where I've pushed the boundaries too much to the point where this doesn't work anymore, and I cut down a little bit until like I'm just controlled winging. I've seen the progression it goes, and it's the most beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
With music, with photography, with making omelet. I make a mean omelet. I don't know. Just saying. I'm just bringing that up.
It's funny, by the way, also that you say the whole practical learning thing.
Yeah.
That's one thing about me that I've learned in the recent few years. I'm not that good of a practical learner. I actually get more lost. If you just put me in the thing, I'll get more lost. I'm more of a theoretical learner. We once spoke about if money didn't exist in this world. There was no barter system, no nothing, and everything was provided for. Would it change the direction that your life would go into? And I said to you, mine would, because I think I would spend the rest of my life just learning. I would go to all kinds of schools and do go to all kinds of universities, and I want to learn so much stuff.
I mean, there's limitations to that, but yes.
Yes, but assuming that those limitations weren't there. And the reason why I also said I would go to all these schools and this and that, because I think I'm more of a theoretical learner. I learn better if things are laid down in front of me and I can jump back and forth between. Yeah.
Teaches on everyone, everyone ends up in the same place, but just come from somewhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of ending up.
Are we breaking up?
No.
Okay.
But we'll be back next week.
Music, though.
Oh, we're still going?
No, I was going to say the music. Don't forget, we actually make music. And
can you cut my dabs out?
Huh?
Can you cut my dabs?
But you're just extending it now. I got to cut so much.
Okay. No. You keep all this.
But all I want to say is that there's music. There's music coming. Do you want to say anything about music coming?
Oh, you mean before dawn music?
Before dawn.
I thought we were just like podcasters.
No. I'm not Joe Budden.
Hey.